What's up, peeps? Joan Williams here at The Distance. Got a video for you guys. This is a prediction for the upcoming bout between Rosinsky and Kelly Pavlik. The bout will take place on the undercard of Nonito Donaire versus Jeffrey Matabula. Bout, I believe it's a 168-pound fight, most likely. Puts together the former undisputed middleweight champion Kelly Pavlik against the contender, and pretty much I can say he's a contender, Rosinsky. I won't be able to make a prediction for the upcoming bout between Nonito Donaire and Jeffrey Matabula, just due to the fact that I don't have any film or any videos of Jeffrey Matabula fighting. So it wouldn't be fair to me for me to make a prediction on a fight that I've never seen, and definitely I wouldn't never make a blind prediction. But I am familiar with Rosinsky. I saw him fight Edwin Rodriguez back in like December. I've seen him in a few fights. I'm seeing him, train a little bit through video. So pretty much I am safe doing, a prediction for this fight. And also on the other hand, you have Kelly Pavlik, a fighter that I'm definitely familiar with, and admitted over the last 3 years I'm a huge fan of Kelly Pavlik, and been a fan of Kelly Pavlik since like 2006, before he even became champion, when he defeated Jermaine Taylor. So pretty much, Kelly Pavlik is on the comeback trail. He had a knockout over Scott Sigmund over like 7 rounds. He fought Jocko, beat him over like 2 rounds, and now he has a new trainer in Robert Garcia, because Jack Lowe, I guess him and Jack Lowe had parted ways like last year, when Kelly was inactive and going through all of his trouble and stuff. I think there was a problem with his promotional company in Top Rank before the fight with Daryl Cunningham. So pretty much now Pavlik's trying to come back to full circle and contend at 168, but on the other hand you have Rosinsky, who who's pretty much trying to come in the way of that. This is a fighter that is looking for his opportunity. There's people that actually think Rosinsky defeated Edwin Rodriguez, and and I can't really remember the fight all too much to tell you who I think won, but Rosinsky's no walk in the park. He has quick hands, very athletic. And Pavlik himself has had trouble throughout his career with fighters with quick hands, that know how to get to him, and that's what Rosinsky has to do in this fight. Rosinsky has to try to find a way to slip Kelly's jab and try to get his shots in. Rosinsky's a good combination puncher. He knows how to get out the way from time to time, but there are times that you can catch him with that right hand because he'll lean down and duck down, and you can catch him with that overhand right. So just in this fight, he's definitely going to have to move. He has to move. He has to use his hand speed. He has to slip Kelly Pavlik's jab, which can come out very slow, and use some lateral movement in this fight. And pretty much that's the way of beating Pavlik: lateral movement, using quick combination shots, and even occasional body shots. I think will probably do the trick in this one. And also he has to move a lot towards Pavlik's right, because Pavlik is gonna try to hit him with that left hook, because Pavlik has that subtle skill of coming in with the left hook and kind of trying to wear his opponent down, slow his opponent down, using the left hook to the body. So I think that's pretty much the way for Rosinsky to win the fight. Quick combination punches. He's definitely gonna have to fight each and every round in survival mode. He definitely cannot fight against the ropes. When his back touches the ropes, he has to get right off, because Pavlik does a good job of cornering his opponent, and he's going to have to definitely find a way to get to Pavlik, to catch him early and catch him before Pavlik can catch him. So on the other hand, you have Kelly Pavlik. He's a tall, lanky fighter. He knows how to use his length to his advantage. He fights well behind the jab and knows how to apply pressure. And it's very intelligent pressure that he applies on his opponent. He comes in, he uses the jab, and he stands tall. He stands straight up. So he stands straight up, and his punches are, a lot of the time are straight. And then when he gets close to you, like I mentioned about a minute ago, he goes in for the left hook to the body. What Pavlik has to do on this one, Pavlik definitely is going to have to throw that overhand right quite a few times, because Rosinsky will when his hands are back, because he does have this tendency to admire his work. Like when he doesn't bring his hand back in time to protect himself. So Pavlik is going to have to come in with the overhand right numerous times, a few right hand leads. He's definitely going to have to hit him with that stiff jab, and get him with the left to the body. He has to pretty much just walk Rosinsky backward. Because Pavlik doesn't really, with Pavlik, he's always fighting on that front foot. He only knows how to fight coming forward, and then as he builds his momentum, he's throwing a lot of punches. I think like at one time he was throwing like 80 punches around, on average, in specific fights. And in this fight, he's a stronger fighter. He's bigger and he's taller. So what he's gonna have to do is he's gonna have to utilize all that into cutting off the ring, fighting behind the jab, and just throwing straight punches throughout the entire fight. I think that's just gonna be the kind of fight that he's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to stand tall, apply pressure, look for the counter left hook, and just try to come over the top of Rosinsky's guard using the jab or even using the overhand right. That's pretty much the simple way for Pavlik to win this fight. So who I think is going to win? Of course, Rosinsky's going to come to fight. He's definitely going to have to back Pavlik up. He has to make Pavlik fight off that back foot. But how long can Rosinsky make Pavlik fight off that back foot? And we know, like I said, he's going to come to fight. But I'm going to go with Kelly Pavlik winning this fight by a decision. I think Pavlik's going to come in and he's going to work and continuously work and apply pressure. I think it's a 10-round fight. So it will work to Pavlik's advantage if you ask me. So I'm going to say Pavlik decision. So anyway, peeps, let me know what you think. That was The Distance, and thanks for watching. Peace.